After spending a week inside COP21, it became clear that the problem is obviously lack of empathy. Climate change is an issue of moral and ethics, and it's about fairness. And I think if you pose this issue to a kindergarten class with all the facts, they will solve it within minutes. So I wanted to do an action to actually just say what is underlying and what is the problem for people to understand. So I'll show you here the process of how we made the action, how we did the brainstorming and creating the props, and then the action itself. So I hope you enjoy it.
There's a lot of Pacific Islands presents.
Oh yeah.
And then you can come back.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I negotiate for corporate interests.
I negotiate for corporate interests.
My political party.
My political party.
Have received financial contributions.
I receive financial contributions
from the fossil fuel industries.
from the fossil fuel industries.
Now they want something back.
Now they want something back.
So we're here to represent them.
So we're here to represent them.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I negotiate for the survival of my people.
I negotiate for the survival of my people.
Because if the Pacific Island nations survive, we all survive.
Because if the Pacific Island nations survive, we all survive.
I negotiate for my children.
I negotiate for my children.
I am sad that they will not see a world that I see today.
I am sad that they will not see the world that I see today.
I am sad that I don't see a world that my ancestors saw.
I am sad that I don't see the world that my ancestors saw.
I negotiate for them.
I negotiate for them.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I negotiate to keep profiting from oil exports.
I negotiate to keep profiting from oil exports.
I want us to keep burning fossil fuels
I want us to keep burning fossil fuels
so that my country can profit from selling them to the world.
so that my country can profit from selling them to the world.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I negotiate because it's just my job.
I negotiate because it's just my job.
I studied political science.
I study political science.
I did a big project on the UN.
I did a big project on the UN.
I wanted a good job.
I wanted a good job.
I negotiate for my nice car.
I negotiate for my nice car.
I negotiate for gender equality.
I negotiate for gender equality.
Because women will be very much affected by climate change.
Because women are very much affected by climate change.
But women can also be the agents of change.
But women can also be the agents of change.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I negotiate to save the agreement.
I negotiate to save the agreement.
I'm here to compromise.
I'm here to compromise.
And I would compromise anything
And I will compromise anything
to save the agreement.
to save the agreement.
Mic check.
Mic check.
I negotiate for human rights.
I negotiate for human rights.
Because
matter how big or small of a nation you are, you
No matter how big or small of a nation you are,
you have the right to voice out your issues.
You have the right to voice out your issues.
Mic check.
Mic check.
The lack of empathy in this process
The lack of empathy in this process
is undermining equity and justice.
is undermining equity and justice.
Our rights are being compromised.
Our rights are being compromised.
We want to see humble actions
We want to see humble actions
from those responsible.
from those responsible.
You failed to see the urgency
You fail to see the urgency
that vulnerable communities feel.
that vulnerable communities feel.
If you could just have some empathy,
If you could just have some empathy,
our rights would remain a priority.
our rights would remain a priority.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our children may not look to see our islands and the culture.
Our children may not live to see our islands and our culture.
You save the islands, you save the world.
You save